Welcome to Startups. I'm your host, Aidan Spark. Today on Startups, imagine watching your mother fade away despite your best efforts. In today's episode, witness how Eric Verdin's personal tragedy ignited a lifelong quest, only to face skepticism, failure, and a crushing loss that ultimately reshaped the future of longevity, and discover how his journey can inspire you to redefine your own potential. Have you ever stared into the eyes of someone you love and watched their essence slowly fade away? For Eric Verdin, this moment came in a sterile hospital room, his mother's once vibrant face now blank with confusion. The steady beep of monitors counted down not just her remaining days, but marked the beginning of his lifelong mission to challenge what we accept about aging. The first life Eric Verdin tried to save wasn't in a laboratory. It began with his mother's diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease, a moment that transformed a brilliant young doctor into a warrior against time itself. You might recognize this feeling. The helplessness of watching disease steal someone piece by piece, knowing all your medical knowledge can't stop the inevitable. For Eric, this wasn't just about losing his mother. It was about confronting humanity's acceptance of aging as destiny. Picture a young boy in Belgium, while other children played with toys. He filled notebooks with drawings of cells and biological processes. His father would sigh in exasperation at endless questions about how things worked, why bodies failed, what made life tick. You might know this feeling too, being the odd one out, the one who sees things differently. Eric's strangeness wasn't a flaw, it was the seed of revolution. At Harvard Medical School, Eric excelled in virology, earning accolades for his research. But something gnawed at him. While others celebrated treating symptoms, he questioned the entire approach to medicine. What if aging itself wasn't inevitable? What if we could prevent disease rather than chase it? This wasn't just academic curiosity. Every time he visited his mother, watching her slip further away, he knew treating individual diseases was like putting band-aids on a crumbling wall. Inside the bustling Gladstone Institutes, Eric's lab hummed with possibility. His HIV research led him to a family of proteins called sirtuins, cellular regulators that seemed to hold keys to the aging process. But you know how breakthrough ideas are often met, with skepticism, resistance, even ridicule. These words might sound familiar if you've ever proposed an idea that challenged conventional wisdom. Late one night, hunched over his microscope, Eric saw something extraordinary in his sirtuin experiments. Cells subjected to caloric restriction showed remarkable changes in their aging patterns. His hands trembled as he documented the results. This wasn't just about extending life, it was about fundamentally changing how we age. He glanced at his mother's photo on his desk, her smile from healthier days driving him forward. You might know this feeling, when a breakthrough feels both personal and universal. If you're enjoying Startups, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, Become an Innovation Engine. Steal exact frameworks of billion-dollar breakthroughs like Netflix and Tesla. Now, back to the episode. But breakthrough moments often lead to the valley of despair. When initial human trials failed to replicate the dramatic results seen in mice, Eric faced his darkest hours. The lab grew quiet, funding dried up. Colleagues who had been skeptical now seemed vindicated. You've likely experienced this. That moment when your certainty wavers, when the path forward blurs. Eric found himself back in his mother's hospital room, holding her hand, wondering if he'd been chasing an impossible dream. Yet in science, as in life, failure often illuminates the way forward. Eric's work at the Buck Institute for Research on Aging began to reveal something profound. Aging wasn't just about time passing. It was about how our cells respond to stress, nutrition, and environmental factors. His research into ketogenic diets and metabolic health opened new possibilities. When others saw dead ends, he saw doorways. Standing before a packed conference hall, Eric presented findings that would change the conversation about aging. His research showed that aging wasn't a fixed process but a flexible one. Through understanding sirtuins and cellular metabolism, he demonstrated how lifestyle choices could influence our health span, not just how long we live, but how well we live. You could feel the energy shift in the room. This wasn't about cheating death. It was about rewriting the rules of life itself. Today, as president and CEO of the Buck Institute, Eric leads a revolution in how we think about aging. His work has spawned multiple biotech companies, each targeting different aspects of the aging process. But more importantly, it's changed how we understand our own power over aging. Every time you make a choice about what to eat, when to exercise, how to manage stress, you're engaging with the principles his research revealed. Eric couldn't save his mother, but her loss sparked a mission that could help millions. In labs across the world, researchers now build on his discoveries, developing treatments that could prevent age-related diseases before they begin. When you see elderly people maintaining their vitality, participating fully in life rather than merely existing, you're witnessing part of his legacy. Here's what Eric Verdin's story teaches us. Aging isn't your destiny, it's your challenge. Every cell in your body is waiting for your next decision. Will you accept aging as inevitable, or will you join the revolution? The question isn't how long you'll live, but how well you'll live. And that choice begins now with your next breath, your next meal, your next move. The next time you look in the mirror and see signs of aging, remember, those aren't just marks of time passing. They're invitations to engage with your body's remarkable capacity for renewal. Eric Verdin showed us that aging isn't a sentence, it's a conversation we can all join. The only question is, what will you say? On the next episode of Startups, Eric Verdin's journey shows us the incredible potential of understanding and intervening in the aging process. But what if our greatest breakthroughs come not from biology, but from code? What if I told you that the quest for longevity is being revolutionized by artificial intelligence? Next time, we'll explore the mind of a child prodigy who conquered chess, mastered video games, and is now leading the charge in AI development. Prepare to meet a visionary whose work is reshaping our future, forcing us to confront the profound ethical questions that come with creating intelligent machines. It is a journey that links directly to the AI visionary's theme. Trust me, you won't want to miss this one. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course. Become an innovation engine. 7 days, $7 billion frameworks. Transform from idea person to startup innovator by learning the exact playbooks that built Netflix, Tesla, and SpaceX. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/su. Thanks for watching.